Hey, how's it going? I think I finally figured out the focus on this camera, which is fantastic. It was well overdue. It's been a little while since I made a video. I've just been so exhausted of an afternoon. But that's not really an excuse, is it? Consistency is key. I want to talk about mining. I've been speaking to this person that works in the mines that does like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and it's just ridiculous. I can't believe the amount of work that goes into that role. Like they work 12-hour days, 12-hour days, so 12 hours. The person I've talked to goes to the gym afterwards, then stays on their phone or whatever till like 11 o'clock, wakes up at 3:45 to get ready, does it again the next day, does that for a week, then they have 24 hours off, I think, and then they start working nights, same time, like 12 hours, same sort of routine, which is just ridiculous. And I understand that it's really good money, but I think there's just like easier ways to make the same amount of money. One thing I saw recently, which I'm a big fan of, is that the person that owns the cafe down the street works just as hard, if not harder, than the CEO of Starbucks. So why would you not be the CEO of Starbucks? Don't let ambition be the thing that stops you. Don't have not enough ambition. Don't let that be the thing that stops you, which I think is just a fantastic thing. But the amount of physical labour that they do, 12 hours a day, sleep for 3 or 4 hours a night, maybe 5, back up, do it again the next day, keep doing that for a week. I think that's a really good testament of how strong the human body is. I could not think about doing that. Talking to this person, it kind of makes me want to go do it. Not for the money or anything, but just for being able to get that resilience. I think the resilience you learn from that is just ridiculous. I don't know. I also think there's different forms of resilience or toughness. This same person that I talked to that does 12-hour days in the mines, we did an ice bath, and I suppose it's just because I've done a couple of ice baths. I have an ice bath at home, which I do normally in summertime. It's so hard in winter, but I was more able to do that than they were. So I think different forms of toughness, there can be mental toughness and then physical toughness, which sounds very obvious now that I say it out loud. But it's just interesting to see someone push themselves that hard and do it consistently and be content at the end of the day with the amount of work they're doing. So massive props to anyone that's doing that sort of work. I just could not imagine myself doing it. I found that if it's the normal, then it's easier. For instance, the people that they work with, that's their normal. So if the person next to you is getting up at 3 a.m, you're going to say, oh, you're not going to complain about getting up at 3 a.m. because everyone gets up at 3 a.m. Whereas if I was to get up at 3 a.m, and I would tell my colleagues, that'd be a completely different story. So I think everything has a baseline. I don't think there's any cap, but everyone has a baseline. So I think this goes into hanging around with the right type of people. If I'm hanging around with people that are, work all day and then get home and then work more hours on their own thing, that's just normal. And if I was to go up to that person and say, oh, I worked an hour after work on my own thing, they wouldn't be impressed with, oh, you only worked an hour, that's unfortunate, why didn't you work more? So I think baseline has a lot to do with everything. So that's what I'm been thinking recently. So how can I increase my baseline? Is it through hanging out with the right people? And how do I find those people and doing that, the baseline that I want to achieve? It's all those different questions. But yeah,